Hey everyone, hey, it's Rick with Rick Sells Tools on eBay and Rick Sells Tools on YouTube. Back for another tool haul. I'm calling this one Redemption. If you saw the last video with those 200 or 300 sockets, horrible. Not exciting, might lose money, might break even. That's not what I'm in business for. So this is going to be completely different. So let me first tell you, this came from Ohio to California to me. It weighs 23.6 pounds, and if I can zoom in on this, I'll pick it up real quick. 23 pounds, you'll see the shipping was $81.10. And I am not gonna lose money on this one. I'll put down below if I can find it what I paid for this. I probably have, if it was 80 for shipping, maybe I have $150 to $200 in this. And I am not gonna lose money. So let's check out the tools. Okay, as you can see, I'm trying I have my table. I'm sitting for this video just to see how sitting goes. But here we go. Let's just start yanking the wrenches out. Again, I have no idea what's in here, but I know I'm not gonna lose money. And I'm very confident on this one. So first wrench out of the pack, 22 millimeter Napa combination wrench. Dirty, but in really good shape. 22 millimeter Napa. I hope you guys like this lighting. Hopefully this becomes the new way I'm going to do this. Let's get everything lined up to the outside edge. Next wrench. This is why I know I'm not going to lose money. Look at that. Snap-on 16 millimeter. That's OEX M160B. OEX M160B. 16 millimeter. Snap-on. Hazette, Germany. Chrome vanadium Hazette. That's a big wrench. Let's see what size it is. 27 millimeter by 30 millimeter. It's a Hazette 450. 27 millimeter by 30 millimeter. Dirty, but in great shape. If I remember, I will do, this is all obviously the before, and then I'll do the after they've been soaking in simple green. Nothing I see here is going to need evapor rust. This does have an owner's mark. It's so hard to see. It says J something. But it's a beautiful wrench. 27 by 30 millimeter. Hazette 450. Business ends are all fantastic. Great shape. Hazette 450. That's a Craftsman. Wow, that really nice. Off the jump, really nice Craftsman. 8-inch Craftsman. The number is 945295, 200 millimeter. Great shape. Look at that. Awesome. That's a pretty wrench right there. Next one is Drop Forge China. KR Tools. Never heard of them. Don't care. Next one's a Craftsman 12 millimeter by 14 millimeter. Double box. It's a V. 12 millimeter, 14 millimeter. Double box. I have not seen a lot of metric Vs. This is an old wrench to be metric. Pretty cool. I don't have any metrics this old. 12 millimeter by 14 millimeter. Next one, Snap-on 17 millimeter. That's OEXM 170B. OEXM 170B. 17 millimeter. Snappy Pappy. It's dirty, but it looks pretty good. Just needs to be cleaned. I like going after the dirty tools that other people don't want to go after. They're so easy to clean. Next wrench, combination wrench, Craftsman VA 44698. Craftsman VA 44698, 11/16 combo wrench. All it is dirty. Just needs to be cleaned. You can see the business end looks good. Next one, VA 42918, 14 millimeter, 42918, 14 millimeter. All of these tools we for sale on eBay. Rick sells tools. Rick sells tools on eBay. Next one, 1/2 inch. Just says drop forged steel. For right now, this is going to be the not so good row, and that might get moved off camera. 13 millimeter VV 42917 Craftsman. 13 millimeter VV 42917 combination wrench. Another Craftsman VA 42918, 14 millimeter. Is that what this one was? Yep. VA 42918. So we have two 14 millimeter Craftsmans. This one's a little bit more used than the other one. This is a Thorson 64011, 11 millimeter. This is a Craftsman 3/4 inch VA 44701. VA 44701. Again, these wrenches, just a little bit of surface rust, but these wrenches are in great shape. They just need to be cleaned. This one could take a little dip in evapor rust, but soak in simple green first and then evapor rust. Boy, there's a lot of wrenches in there. I'm definitely going to be profiting on this one, thank God. 17 millimeter by 19 millimeter, double open end. This one's going to need evapor rust. This is a V 44508 V 44508. Again, I don't think I've ever owned metrics that were V. These are old. 17 millimeter, 19 millimeter, 44508 V. Just needs to be cleaned. Another Craftsman 11/16 combo wrench VA 44698, which is the same as this one. So we have two of that one also. This one again has been a little bit more used than the other one, but it's still very good working order. Another Snapon 15 millimeter combination wrench. Snapon 15 millimeter combination wrench. This is an OEXM 150. OEXM 150, 15 millimeter Snapon. If I remember, I'll pull up the date code and tell you what year this is. I'm looking for the stamp right now. Where's the date stamp? I don't see a date stamp. The Craftsman VA 44694 7/16, VA 44694 7/16. Double line V 13 millimeter by 15 millimeter offset, 13 by 15 millimeter. Again, old wrenches for metric. Eastco 15 millimeter, Eastco 15 millimeter. I think the company that made this made Craftsman's for a while also. You guys can put that down in the comments. There's your Eastco 15 millimeter. VA 44696, Craftsman 9/16 VA 44696. I mean, some of these wrenches are dirty. This one hasn't been used very many times. Just because it's dirty doesn't mean it's used. A nice little collection there of Craftsman combination wrenches. Another Craftsman, there it is, 10 millimeter. Those of you who don't know, I'm creating a dream collection of 10 millimeter. I have so many brands of sockets and wrenches, and I'm going to put them all together and sell the whole collection on eBay. This is the 10 millimeter 42914, Craftsman 42914. Pretty good. I hope the sound's been okay. I just noticed my microphone was dangling off of my shirt, so hopefully you've been able to hear me this whole time. Next Craftsman, 12 millimeter by 14 millimeter V. So another old double box, slight offset, metric, 12 by 14 Craftsman. And that would be, I believe, a duplicate. Yeah, both 12 by 14 millimeter, single line V, two of those. They got to be fairly rare. I've never seen those wrenches in person. There's a chrome vanadium Taiwan, put that right up there. A little peewee, 5/16, 44691. Craftsman 44691, little peewee. Next one, 16 millimeter VA 42924, VA 42924, 16 millimeter, dirty, but has a ton of life left. Just dirty. Just seems to be cleaned up in simple grain. Piece of cake, 16 millimeter, combo wrench, Craftsman. Awesome. Sears 10-inch, made in China. Spins pretty good, a little locked up right there. Is that maxed out? Okay, it could be maxed out. This one's nowhere near as nice as this one. 10-inch, Sears, China. Jesse, my man, Jesse would check this tool, Jesse's Garage. If you're watching this video, if you're collecting Sears, this is a Sears China adjustable wrench. If you want it, I'll send it to you. Just let me know, put it in the comments, and I'll ship this wrench to you if you'd like. Great Neck, know nothing at all about Great Neck. It's a C19MC, C19MC. Great Neck, I'm assuming it is not made in the USA because it doesn't say. Never heard of it. Next one is a VA 42924, VA 42924. 16 millimeter combination wrench. You can see all of these wrenches are in really good shape. None of these wrenches have really been abused. They're just dirty. Maybe they're sitting in a barn, who knows. Oh, so that's another duplicate of that one. So almost every Craftsman here has a duplicate. 17 millimeter, 42929, 42929, 17 millimeter VV Craftsman combination. It's a hefty wrench right here. 17 millimeter 42929. I am going to check one thing real quick and see which metric wrenches I have, because as I go through the tool hauls, if something's better than what I have, I replace them. So I'm just going to pull my drawer out real quick. So I have the ratcheting icons. So all of these Craftsman wrenches will be for sale. 17 millimeter by 16 millimeter. Interesting. I don't see a brand, but I'll look up the number. It's 17 millimeter by 16 millimeter, manufactured in the USA. The model number 621617, 621617. I don't know if this one's older or newer than these V's over here, but this wrench is old. If you want to look it up and put the info in, let me see if it's focusing. It's amazing how cameras just don't freaking focus. Another East Coast 61615, 13 by 15 millimeter. Made in the USA. Craftsman 10 by 11 millimeter 44539. I don't think this one's made in America. It's Craftsman 44539. Little dinky do. And it doesn't say America. I'm going to assume it's not made in America. 16 millimeter 42924, 42924. That's going to put me at 3 42924s. This is the only of the 16 millimeters, the only one I see that it has owner's marks on it. $19 millimeter 42921, 42921. That's a significant wrench. 19 millimeter combo wrench, 42921, and that's a VV. $13 millimeter 42917, 42917. That's a duplicate of this one. So I don't know if this guy was a collector or just liked having duplicates of everything. 9 millimeter 42913, 42913. This one doesn't look like it's seen very much action at all. $44507. That's a VV double open end. 13 by 15 millimeter. 13 by 15 millimeter. 44507. Drop Forge, that's a 75.3 NTK. Never heard of NTK. I'll have to do some research. If you know about NTK, let me know. This is a 27 by 24 millimeter. I'll show it to you up close. It's a 75.3 Drop Forge. And if it'll focus, that's the issue of the day. NTK. Craftsman 44593 3/8 combination wrench, a little dinky do. $15 millimeter 42919. It's gonna slot right there. 42919. This is a TrueCraft 10-inch F210 chrome vanadium steel. I have no idea. I don't think it was made in the USA. It would say, nope, right there, Japan, made in Japan. Japan makes some really good tools. This is a TrueCraft 10-inch. Let's see if it works. Yeah. Not bad, just dirty. Not bad at all. F210 10-inch made in Japan. $75.5, another NTK. This is a 19 by 22 millimeter NTK, 19 by 22 millimeter. If you know about NTK, please put it down below. We haven't gotten to the 12 millimeter yet. That's going to fit right in there. 12 millimeter 42916, VA 42916. Somebody's going to get a very nice set of metric wrenches. Just in the combo wrenches, we have 19, 17, 16, 16, 16, 15, 14, 14, 13, 13, 12, 10, 9. Here's another 15 millimeter. Yep, 42919. This is a V, so this is older. This is a V, 42919, 15 millimeter. This one's older than the last one. This is a 16 millimeter, 42924. So now we have 3 16 millimeter 42924s. Half inch 44695, 44695. So what I'm going to do to make room, or all kind of the off browns, I'm going to put them off to the side. That's not necessarily keep seeing those. A great neck. I'll move the East Coast out of the way. Metrics and SAE, which I'll do shortly. This is a Crescent 9/16. Crescent 9/16. I'm assuming not made in America. 3/4 inch, 44701 combination wrench, 44701. Craftsman 3/4 inch. So what I'm going to do is I want to put the SAE here, the combination SAEs. Let me find them. Yep, so that's a duplicate 44701 right there. This is a 9mm Thorson. Drop Forge China, KR Tools. 5/8 44697 Craftsman 44697. It's a nice set of SAE going and a nice set of metrics going. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. The adjusting wrench, the multi-wrench. Taiwan, I'm not gonna sell this. They're okay, I've used them a few times a long time ago. Craftsman 1/2 inch, VA 44695, VA 44695. Duplicate of this one. Wow, this is a really small double box offset. This is a Craftsman 5mm by 8mm V. 5mm by 8mm, that's the smallest metric offset wrench I've ever seen. You guys might be laughing, maybe you have a ton of them, I don't. Crew Line 9mm, never heard of them, goes over there. Craftsman 12mm, 42916. Duplicate of that one, 42916. Crescent, 14mm, nothing special. Craftsman 1/2 inch, USA, it's an E 44695, so this wrench is not very old. E 44695, 1/2 inch, combination wrench. For those of you who collect E's, there you go. 14mm, 42918, 42918 Craftsman. Duplicate of this one. I have 3 14mm. Next one's 15mm, 42919, 42919. Which is a dupe of these two, I believe. No name. Oh, Sears. 6-inch adjustable Sears. Jesse, check this tool. Jesse's Garage. I got 2 Sears. If you're collecting Sears and you want these, I'll send them both to you. Just let me know. 9/16, 44696, 44696. By the way, just so you guys know, I know there's a lot of wrenches, and it's like, it's tool porn for me. I could do this all day. This box, which we're still going through, is a very slight fraction of all the tools that I still need to shoot and list on eBay. 44696, got another dupe right there. I knew there'd be some more Snap-on. You're not gonna have just 2 Snap-ons. This is OEXM 140, OEXM 140, 14mm. I knew there'd be more Snap-ons. This is a nice little tool haul here, fellers. Just this right here. Just these 4 wrenches will pay for the whole thing. Craftsman 9/16, 44696, 44696. Another little Pee-wee Craftsman 9mm. 9/32 combination wrench, no name. 9mm, 42913, 9mm, 42913. Another V. This is 7mm by 9mm V, so this is old. 7mm by 9mm V. 17mm VV 42929, VV 429. It's significant. This wrench has got some girth. 42929. So this, all of this is metric. Drop forge 3/8, no name. 11 millimeter 42915. Craftsman 11 millimeter 42915. 5/8, no name. Another Eastco, been ground on, significantly modified. 12 millimeter. Craftsman 5/16, 44691. 5/16, duplicate of that one. VA 44693, 3/8, 44693. Duplicate of that one. About 12 more wrenches. 5/8, 44697. Again, all these we cleaned up and sold on eBay. Rick sells tools. VA 44697, 5/8. Duplicate of that one. 17 millimeter 42929. It's a V 42929. 3 17 millimeters now. Eastco. Oh no, looks like an Eastco. Master Mechanics, pretty much the same company, I'm gonna guess. Looks pretty close to me. Master Mechanic 15 millimeter by 13 millimeter. Craftsman 12 millimeter 42916. 12 millimeter 42916. SK, interesting. Got an 8 millimeter little dinky do SK. It's pretty long too. I'll get you the number here. I'll just show you the wrench. It's a 88708, I believe. That's long. That's really long. 13 millimeter 42917. 42917 combo wrench. They're gonna fall off the table. 5/8 VA 44697. 44697. Three 5/8s now. Craftsman 1/4 inch. Can't. Oh man, it's small. 44699 1/4 inch. Not a lot to see there. It's a little dinky do. I'm gonna burn through these last few. That's a Stanley. That's a Stanley 13 millimeter. This one's a Stanley 13 millimeter. Jesse, you want these Stanleys? Let me know. I don't even know what size it is. It's so small. 8 by 9 millimeter. I think it's just a little dinky do. You want the Stanleys and the Sears, Jesse? You can have it just for watching this whole video. 8 millimeter 44536. This is that shiny little Craftsman ignition wrenches. 44504 VV 44504. This is a 10 millimeter by 11 millimeter. That's a nice wrench right there. 10 millimeter by 11 millimeter. Is that the only double opened end? Nope, got a couple right there. A couple more little wrenches, mostly ignition wrenches coming up. Can't even read it, and it doesn't matter. It's at 8 millimeter Thorson. That's drop forge, that's KR Tools. Never heard of it. Two more wrenches, two more. 6 millimeter, can't read it. Last one, 8 millimeter, 42912, Craftsman 42912. And hold on, because I'm going to grab the camera and give you a close-up of everything. So before I grab the camera, let me just, I've got a 22 millimeter Napa, 17, 16, 15, 14 millimeter Snap-on. I've got the 17 millimeter, I don't know. I've got a 13 by 15, a 12 by 14, 12 by 14, 7 by 9, 6 by 8, double box slight offset wrenches. Then 19, 17, 17, 17, 16, 16, 16, 16, 15, 15, 15, 14, 14, 14, 13, 13, 13, 12, 12, 12, 11, 10, 9, 9, 8. And then over here we have the Hazette 20 by 30. We got a beautiful Craftsman combo wrench, SK 1/4 inch. Then 17 by 19, 10 by 11, 13 by 15, double open end. They went 3/4, 3/4, 11/16, 11/16, 5/8, 5/8, 5/8, 9/16, 9/16, 9/16, half inch, half inch, half inch, 7/16, 3/8, 3/8, 5/16, 5/16, 1/4 inch, and then a few ignition wrenches and a caca-pile. I'm gonna grab my camera now and give you a close-up. Okay, everybody, so there's the caca-pile. That's the Facebook Marketplace pile, other than those Sears and Stanley, Jesse, if you want those. And there's a few Thorsons and a couple ignition Craftsman wrenches. Here are, that's the SK and the Hazette. That's the beautiful 8-inch Craftsman. Then we have the 3 open-end metrics, and then we have all the SAE. You could see the business end on these wrenches are nice. They just need to be cleaned. And here are there's the Napa and the Snap-ons. And then those are the slight offset, all metric wrenches. And then the metric combination wrenches, all Craftsman. And you see the size of that box, and then you look over here real quick, and you'll see these boxes are, that box we just did was 19 pounds, I believe, or 20 pounds. Those, that one on the bottom is 60. I think those two are over 50. This one was 30 lots in one box. That one was $300 just for shipping, plus a ton more tool hauls, in another room. So everybody, hey, long video, awesome. It's tool porn. I watch videos like this every day. I love it. I hope you love it. Like and subscribe, share with other people. Really appreciate you watching. Tons more videos to come. Everything's going to be on eBay for sale. And if you want something that's not listed yet and you're interested in it, and you're watching this video, just send me a message. Talk to you soon. See you later. Bye-bye.